Hello, welcome to my channel, All the Things. My name is April, and so today is Mental Health Monday, and we are talking about generalized anxiety disorder. And if you see me looking down, it's because when it comes to Mental Health Mondays, I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. So I write myself some cheat sheets because I want to give you guys the best information that I possibly can. If this is your first time joining me, welcome to Mental Health Mondays. I am a licensed professional counselor, master's level clinician. I've been practicing since 1993. However, the information I'm sharing with you is not about diagnosing or treatment. It is just information to help demystify the world of mental illness, the struggles that people have, and yeah, so, oh, sorry, I'm shaking the table. So anyway, just keep that in mind. This is not about self-diagnosing, diagnosing your best friend, or any type of treatment, okay? I want to help people understand mental health, hopefully better than they did before they started watching this video. So I am doing a series on anxiety. This week is going to be generalized anxiety disorder. Next week will be panic disorder. And then the following week will be phobias, because they're all sort of grouped in with anxiety. So let's just talk about this. National Institute of Mental Health is an amazing website. Great information. I will link the website down below. And just so you know, it is NIMH, National Institute of Mental Health, .NIM.gov. And it is a wealth of information. If you have questions about other mental health issues, it's a great website to go to. So the way that anxiety is diagnosed is if you worry for most days for at least 6 months. And when I say worry, you know, we worry situationally all the time. My daughter just left to go meet with the Army recruiter. And it's kind of far away. And I mean, she's 19. She's a big girl. She's totally fine, but I'm a mom. So am I going to be worried until I have my little chicken back in my house? Yeah. Am I going to be worried when she ships out because she's joining the Army and she scored really high on the ASVAB test, which means she had her pick of positions? And did she pick all the safe ones? No, she didn't. But that's just worry. Anxiety worry is more a constant feeling of, you know, I would have clients come into my office when I was still in private practice, and they would be like, you know, I would get that a lot from people, just that they don't even have words to put into just sort of this unease, constant feeling in their chest, in their head, somewhere else in their body, whatever. And that type of constant, okay, and then I have to do this, and then I have to do this, and then I have to do this, like feeling overwhelmed and anxiety ridden most days for at least 6 months. And it is very different than a situational anxiety. And you can go through situational anxiety isn't just like a moment, right? Situational anxiety can be a season in your life where it may be that is just a very stressful season, and you need some support with that. It may be medicinal support, right? You might need a prescription for 6 months, not forever. Depression, anxiety, all of those things don't always require that you're on medication forever. I had lots and lots of clients that I worked with that would be on an anti-anxiety medication for 6 months while we worked, so that their anxiety was calmed down enough so that we could actually talk about different tools and they could learn how to implement those tools in their life. And then they would titrate off of the medication and be okay because they were able to learn how to manage their anxiety. So anyway, see, little bunny trail, which is why I have a list, because I'll just do that. So anyway, situational anxiety may last for 6 months, but it probably wouldn't last really for much longer. Sorry, beeping in my house. It happens. The way that you would receive a clinical diagnosis of anxiety is if your life activities were changing in such a way that you and maybe even other people would notice. My grandma had anxiety, my sister has anxiety, my daughter has anxiety. And one of the things that I like with my daughter, especially, I know that she's struggling if she's like, I have like a million things to do. And she doesn't have anxiety like she used to. But when she was younger, she had it a lot, and she would literally sit and look at her homework and not be able to do anything. Pardon me, because she had a million things to do. It's just like this tornado swirling, and therefore she felt frozen. She couldn't do anything. When working with clients who have anxiety, I will often, on my whiteboard, I would draw a tornado and be like, how do you deal with that, right? It's a giant tornado, and you can't fix that, but you can pick one piece of debris out of a tornado, and then it's just going to be a little bit smaller, right? And I can handle this thing and move it, and then I can take something else. And that is how you manage anxiety. But when you're in anxiety, all you see is a tornado, right? So life activities, maybe you start doing too much. Maybe you stop doing a lot of things. Maybe you can't eat because you're feeling so anxious, or maybe you start overeating. Lots of people with anxiety have a really difficult time sleeping. And when we don't sleep, our body doesn't heal, our mind doesn't heal. So, it's such a vicious cycle. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to do a video on sleep and mental health, because sleep is so important. Anyway, if you're having trouble sleeping, please go see your doctor. That's what they're there for. They can help you with that. Lots of people who experience a diagnosable anxiety will feel restless and sort of on edge all the time. That that I was talking about earlier, where there's people just like, irritable, can't concentrate. Like if you're at work, right? And you're usually like, oh yeah, I can handle stuff. And all of a sudden, like, things are just missing, right? Like, what? I was supposed to do that? And how? Just that total loss of focus, loss of concentration, because your mind is so busy. And sometimes I've had people report to me that it's like, I feel so busy, but like my mind is completely blank. Just because you're just so overwhelmed, right? And there are reasons for anxiety. There can be something happening in your life, moving across the country for a new job, COVID. What? That's one. My daughter joining the military. Lots of things can put us in a season of anxiety. There's also genetics, people. You heard me say my grandma, my sister, my daughter, right? Now, my daughter is totally manageable, has her anxiety. My grandma ate Valium like it was Tic Tacs. And it kind of breaks my heart, because she was such a wonderful woman. And I have a tattoo right here just because, yeah, she's wonderful. Anyway, and that's all for her. But I wish we had the medications today that she could have taken, because it would have changed her life. But we don't. So anyway, that was her journey. But genetically, stuff rolls downhill, if you know what I mean, and it happens in genetics too. Now, my daughter also genetically has beautiful blue eyes from my husband, but she also got a little bit of the anxiety from my side of the family. So, genetics is what genetics is. So anxiety can be caused by a situational issue. Anxiety can be caused by genetics. Anxiety can also be caused by a chemical imbalance in your brain. We have lots of different chemicals running around up there, serotonin, norepinephrine, all of these things that help our synapses fire appropriately. And sorry, I feel like I have something in my eye. And when they don't fire the right, when the chemicals aren't there, so the synapses can't use them, it's called a chemical imbalance, right? And that can cause anxiety. And so how do you figure out what it is? How do you figure out if it's genetics or situational, or if you indeed have like a chemical imbalance? It's very simple. Go talk to your doctor, okay? Your PCP is your number one line of defense. Primary care physicians are trained well. They are trained well in helping you decipher what doesn't feel good and why it doesn't feel good. Lots of times people will present to their PCP with aches and pains and, you know, just weird body sensations that they haven't had before, and can very easily be depression, or anxiety, or a medical issue that needs to be addressed. So go talk to your PCP. Absolutely, without question, they are the best person to talk to. And you can do it over Zoom, right? You can have medical appointments now virtually, and they can still help, right? Especially if you're just feeling a little bit off mentally or whatever, talk to them. They can do a screening with you. They can help you get on a treatment pathway. And there are lots of different treatments. I mean, you can talk to a therapist. Again, you can do that virtually or in person. You can use medication. If you're using medication, I certainly would suggest that it be done in concert with talk therapy at the very least. That's just my opinion. You don't have to listen to me, but that's my opinion. So anyway, please talk to your primary care physician. They are a wealth of information. It is their job to know how to help you the best. And so that's where I would tell you to go. As always, if you're thinking about hurting yourself or somebody else for that matter, just stop what you're doing, call 911, or get yourself to an emergency room. They will help you. They will take care of you. They want you to be okay. As always, right down below, the suicide prevention Lifeline phone number is listed. It will always be there. I urge everybody, whether or not you feel like you have mental health issues, whether or not you are a professional in mental health or not, I think it's like you have the police, you have your mommy's number, and then you have Suicide Prevention Lifeline. You just never know when that number could come in handy. And it's not about you, it's about the other people that you may or may not interact with, right? So anyway, that number will be there. Please also remember, this is just the generalized anxiety disorder, generalized anxiety, right? You don't really have a thing, but everything feels just sort of worrisome. And we're going to talk about panic disorder in the next upload of mine, and then after that will be phobias. And so remembering that all of that is just anxiety, just different levels of anxiety. And again, remember with generalized anxiety disorder, there's a continuum with that. Some people may worry a lot most days for 6 months, and some may just sort of have this underlying something doesn't feel quite right, but it's lasting for 6 months. It's still a diagnosable anxiety. So anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. Please feel free. I will also remember to link the National Institute of Mental Health down below for you to check out if you want to. And I will also put in the description box the other things that I have happening on my channel. So I hope you'll join me for some of those things. Please be well, be blessed, and I'll see you here next Monday for Mental Health Monday. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you always know when I'm uploading another video. All right, thanks so much. Have a great day. Be blessed. Bye-bye.